Alright, Shalom. This is Brother Amawan coming back for a second part of the video. I was wanting to talk about the dead bodies being risen back up, because now I had some more scriptures that I wanted to bring out. So I'm going to just do a second part to the video I just made. So just the heart back on, the Lord is raising back up His men. Our people were destroyed in a dead state at one point, but now through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're being brought back, and that spirit of breath is being brought back into our bodies, man. We're being risen back up. So I'm gonna jump into Hosea, the 6th chapter, and start from the top. It says, "Come and let us return unto the Lord, for he have torn, and He will heal us. He have smitten, and He will bind us up." Right. So it says, let us return to the Lord, man, because He destroyed us, but He's healing us, man. He's bringing us back into that righteous state that we're supposed to be in, man. He's bringing us back to that to life, man. He's putting that spirit of breath back into us. So we're slowly coming back to be the people that He made us to be. It says, after 2 days will He revive us, and in the 3rd day He will raise us up, and we shall live in His sight. Yeah, that's the 350 years that we was in that dead state, man. But that last day is whenever the Lord put the Spirit on our visions to bring back out the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua again, pronouncing the name of Israel, putting that back in the earth. It says we shall live in His sight, right? And we're seeing that now. Then shall we know, if we follow on to know the Lord, His going forth is prepared as the morning, and He shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and former rain unto the earth. Right. So if we follow into the Lord, man, we're gonna be made aware of what He has prepared for us, which is the promises of the kingdom. All the promises that He made for us, that when we get back into that righteous state, man, we're gonna know about all that and be prepared for it, man. Alright, so from there we'll jump to Isaiah 26 and 9. It's like a wrong book. Isaiah 26 and 19, it says, "The dead men shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise." Right. It said the dead men shall live. That's talking about the Israelites. Along with my dead body shall they arise. And that's speaking on Yahushua, man. So it says we're gonna, just like Yahushua rose, we're gonna raise back up too, man. It says, "Awake and sing, ye that dwell in the dust." Right. Awake and sing, man. Sing the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua unto the heavens, man. Thank the Lord that He woke us up. It says, "Ye that dwell in the dust," and that dust is symbolic for confusion, man. We was in a confused, dead state, and now the Lord has awoke us up out of that. We're supposed to praise Him for that, man. "For thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead." Yeah, that was it on that. So from there, let me jump to Psalms 49, because we're getting raised back up to that righteous state, man. So we gotta be thankful for that, man. It's a blessing to be able to get that breath of life back into us, man. To be spiritually living again, man. Okay, so this is Psalms 49, verse 14. It says, "Like sheep they are laid in the grave. Death shall feed on them, and the upright shall have dominion over them. In the morning, and the beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. But Yahweh will redeem my soul from the power of the grave. He shall receive me." Right. The scripture compared us to sheep, because we are sheep, man. we're sheep, and the Lord is our shepherd. So that's why they compared us to sheep being put in the grave, man, because we had no power on whether we could hold on to that life or not, man. So sheep don't have control if they can be slaughtered or not. They just have to go with it. And so that's the same with us, man. That's why it's symbolic of us being called sheep. But it says Yahweh will redeem our soul from the power of the grave. That the Lord put the spirit back into us to receive this word, man, to regain spiritual life again. For he shall receive me, Salah. Right. So we're getting that word, man. We're getting that spirit back, man. We're being brought back to life, man. So-called resurrected, if you want to use that spiritually, because we're getting that spiritual life back, man. Because in the world, we were dead, man. We weren't in the following after the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah. Shoot, most of us didn't even know anything other than the 10 Commandments. We didn't even follow all that. So this is all just a huge blessing, and you should look at how important this is to be able to get this word again, man. Okay, but let's say just jumping back into like the revelations of how these heathen, of how they fearing us to get this word again, man, because Esau knows that once this happens, that he's going down, man. He knows that once he goes out of power, that we got him next, man. The nation of Israel is going to rule the world forever after that, man. We ain't never going to go back out of power. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this back out. This is Revelations 11 and 11. It says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Right. Because after the spirit of the Lord got put back into his men, and they started proclaiming the name of Yahweh Shem Shah again, started proclaiming who the real Israelites, who was so-called Negroes and Native Americans. After all these events started to happen, man, these heathen began to fear, because they knew that once this happened, they're not gonna rule over us anymore, man. That their rule over us is dwindling down, man. It's gonna come a time that once the Lord puts his power back in the earth, his men are gonna stand up, and we're gonna take everything that's ours back into our possession, man. Because everything in this world is our possession. The Lord made the world for us. So these heathen know that, and they're scared. All right. So in order to prevent that, they have to do the thing that they do. Hire these sellouts, and these false prophets to try to stifle this word, man. So they find these weak Israelites that don't got the life, man. Some of them, they do get blessed with that brother life, but the Lord only gave them that to further condemn them. So this right here proved that. Right, this is Micah 3. I'm starting at the top. It says, and I said, hear, I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and you princes of the house of Israel, is it not for you to know judgment? Right, because them that know that they're Israel, man, they're gonna be the ones that get hit the most out of all the rest of the people, because they took the word of the Lord and forsook it for whatever goodies they got from Esau. Right? So they don't think about how magnificent their judgment is going to be, man. And I say magnificent because it's going to be magnificent for us to see the judgment on these people like Nate, Johanna, Comfy, and the rest of these people that's playing with this word, man. That's misguiding the flock. Right? It says, who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them, and their flesh from off their bones. So it tells you, like I read in the other video in Ezekiel 37, that the Lord is putting the flesh and skin back onto us, man. He's putting that life back into us. And so these false prophets is trying to take that skin back from off of us, man. Trying to put us back into that congregation of the dead, man. With their false doctrine and all that other stupid stuff that they're doing to try to block this word, man. It says, and their flesh from off their bones, who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from off of them. They break their bones and chop them in pieces as for the pot and as the flesh within the cauldron, right? So they try to scatter the flock, man, because they know that they're not gonna get paid if they truly push the real doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So they want to continue to be in Esau's pocket. They gotta do what Esau tells them to do, man. And these devils don't want us to be back in that rest, man. They don't want us to be at rest. They want to keep us in that dead state. All right. So they use these sellouts of our people to help scatter the word up. You know, to sing contradictions to try to make the Lord like he doesn't know what he's talking about. To make the Bible like it's a myth. Try to just all types of dumb stuff, man. Because these devils know that they can't do anything to help block this to block the word, man. But you know, the proud of them, they're gonna try to. Alright. So we get right here. I'll end it off with this. This is Second Thessalonians 1:5. It says, Slakia 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So this right here lets you know that it's revenge is a righteous thing unto the Lord, man. You know, he said it's a righteous thing to recompense them that trouble you. So us being able to have the opportunity to pay back all the heathen for the things they did to us, starting with the damn slave trades and all the other stupid stuff how they was doing to us, man. The Lord says he's gonna recompense them for that. But verse 7 is the point that I wanted to bring out for this lesson. It says, "And to you who are troubled, rest with us." Right? If you truly seek a rest, man, come into this word, man. Follow after Yahweh Shem Yahushua. When the Lord Yahushua shall be received from heaven with his mighty angels. Right, this truth is from the heavens, man. It's from above, so we have to pray to the Lord that he sups with us to be able to get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Alright? This is the only way we're going to be able to get rest. Okay? So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostle, elder, the great millstone. And peace, love, and salutations to the elect. Shalom.